History leaves countless puzzles behind, whispered softly through abandoned sculptures, unreadable manuscripts and artifacts defying logical explanations. Across continents and cultures, relics surface, challenging historians to rethink everything they believe. Who created intricate carvings beneath bustling cities, depicting rituals lost to time? What force abruptly halted master sculptors, leaving magnificent monuments unfinished? Ancient texts, written across centuries, defy dating methods and logical timelines, baffling even seasoned scholars. Tombs inscribed with controversial names ignite debates powerful enough to rewrite established narratives, while artifacts emerge that openly mock our comprehension of history. Metallic cubes inexplicably found buried deep within coal seams, dated millions of years old, and manuscripts stubbornly resisting every translation attempt. Each discovery echoes quietly from the unknown, hinting at lost civilizations whose truths humanity might never fully unveil. Hidden beneath London's modern streets lies an artifact that quietly defies historical certainty, a Roman relief portraying the enigmatic deity Mithras in the act of slaying a bull. Accidentally unearthed during post-war reconstruction in 1954, the London Mithraeum provided historians with an unexpected glimpse into Mithraism, a mysterious Roman cult flourishing between the 1st and 4th centuries CE. At its heart is the extraordinary carving known as the Tauroctony, depicting Mithras dressed in Persian attire, performing a ritual whose exact meaning remains tantalizingly uncertain. Mithraism was practiced secretly throughout the Roman Empire, primarily by soldiers and imperial officials who gathered in secluded subterranean temples to perform hidden rites. Yet despite its widespread presence, from Europe and North Africa to Asia Minor, no sacred texts or definitive records survive, leaving historians reliant solely on symbolic imagery and scattered archaeological clues. The London relief, meticulously crafted, features enigmatic figures alongside Mithras: a serpent, scorpion, raven, and dog, each symbolically significant but collectively resistant to interpretation. Celestial symbols hovering above suggest astrological meanings, possibly representing cycles of rebirth or cosmic renewal. Yet certainty eludes even the most detailed scholarly analysis. Further excavations at the London Mithraeum revealed intriguing evidence of ritual feasts and symbolic sacrifices, pottery fragments, animal bones, and coins carefully arranged, but their precise significance remains unresolved. Scholars speculate widely. Was Mithraism purely astrological, a secret society emphasizing personal salvation, or a mystery cult reserved strictly for military elites? The answer remains locked behind the temple's deliberately concealed walls. The rapid disappearance of Mithraism with the rise of Christianity left its mysteries abruptly abandoned, temples forgotten, and rituals extinguished. London's Mithraeum quietly stands as testament to the fragility of historical memory, offering compelling questions but few definitive answers. It reminds us that beneath familiar streets, history often whispers enigmatically, unwilling to fully reveal its secrets. Yet London's Mithraeum is merely one echo from history's shadow. Halfway across the world, another civilization mysteriously abandoned astonishing sculptures mid-creation, leaving a legacy equally enigmatic. On India's southeastern coast, near the shores of the Bay of Bengal, stands Mahabalipuram, an ancient city famed for extraordinary stone carvings, whose origins remain veiled in mystery. Constructed primarily between the 7th and 8th centuries CE by the Pallava dynasty, the site's sprawling landscape is dotted with temples, reliefs, and monolithic statues carved directly from massive granite outcrops. Among its most remarkable treasures are the intricate bas-reliefs depicting scenes from Hindu mythology and daily life, masterworks that puzzle historians not only because of their sophistication, but also because many were abruptly left incomplete. One of Mahabalipuram's greatest enigmas is a colossal relief known as Arjuna's penance, measuring approximately 30 meters wide and 15 meters tall. This remarkable sculpture vividly captures hundreds of figures, deities, sages, elephants, and mystical creatures, in a narrative still open to debate. Scholars remain uncertain if this depicts the hero Arjuna seeking divine favor, or possibly symbolizes the descent of the sacred river Ganges from the heavens. Despite numerous theories, no definitive answer has emerged. Perhaps even more perplexing are the monolithic temples known as Pancharathas, carved from single massive boulders to mimic chariots dedicated to specific deities. Strikingly, these structures seem frozen mid-creation, as though the artists suddenly abandoned their tools and vanished. Why did skilled craftsmen, capable of astonishing precision, leave behind masterpieces in an unfinished state? Historians speculate various possibilities: a sudden war, the decline of the Pallava dynasty, shifts in religious beliefs, or even natural disasters such as tsunamis. Yet none of these fully explain the abrupt cessation of activity across such an extensive and ambitious project. Adding further intrigue, local legends suggest that Mahabalipuram once stretched farther into the ocean, hinting at structures now submerged beneath coastal waters. Recent marine archaeology has indeed identified submerged temples and scattered ruins offshore, lending credibility to stories of a lost city swallowed by rising seas or catastrophic flooding. Today, visitors wander amidst these half-finished marvels, standing face to face with unanswered questions etched in stone. Every carving seems to whisper silently of a sudden and mysterious interruption, offering tantalizing clues but guarding deeper truths beneath layers of history. But not every ancient enigma involves abandoned sculptures. Some hide secrets within the very materials they were crafted from. In ancient Rome, artisans produced an artifact whose color-shifting properties continue to astonish modern science. Crafted in the twilight years of Rome's greatness, the Lycurgus cup stands alone as one of antiquity's most astonishing achievements. At first glance, the cup appears merely a beautifully detailed artifact depicting the mythological punishment of the Thracian king Lycurgus, ensnared in grapevines for defying the god Dionysus. But as light touches its glassy surface, something extraordinary occurs. The cup's color inexplicably shifts from jade green to radiant ruby red. How could artisans from the 4th century CE produce a masterpiece capable of such optical magic? For centuries, the Lycurgus cup puzzled scientists and historians alike. Only recently has modern technology uncovered its secret. Embedded within its glass are tiny particles, nanoparticles, of gold and silver, each roughly 50 nanometers across, smaller than the width of a human hair. Remarkably, when illuminated from different angles, these particles cause dramatic color changes, an effect known today as dichroism. This sophisticated manipulation of light was achieved by Roman craftsmen nearly 1,600 years before modern science would even comprehend such possibilities. Yet despite this scientific breakthrough, the methods behind its creation remain largely mysterious. The precision needed to embed nanoparticles so perfectly within molten glass seems improbably advanced for Roman artisans. Scholars suggest the techniques may have been discovered by accident, perhaps resulting from impurities in raw materials or unique experimentation in glassmaking workshops. Yet no surviving ancient text describes anything resembling this method, suggesting it might have been a closely guarded trade secret, lost when the Roman Empire fell. Further deepening the mystery, the cup is singular among Roman artifacts. No identical or even comparable piece has ever been found. Why create something of such complexity only once? Was it a commissioned piece designed for a wealthy patron, or perhaps part of a forgotten religious ritual, where the transformation of colors symbolized divine intervention or spiritual revelation? Currently, the Lycurgus cup rests behind protective glass in the British Museum, carefully shielded from the world's curiosity. Visitors gaze upon it in wonder, captivated by the vibrant interplay of colors, unaware that it quietly challenges our assumptions about ancient knowledge and technological prowess. But the Lycurgus cup's secrets pale next to a manuscript from ancient India, a text whose very existence defies logic, spanning centuries in a single bound volume. Discovered by chance in 1881, hidden in a humble field near the village of Bakhshali in present-day Pakistan, a peculiar manuscript quietly challenged history's very foundations. This ancient collection of birch bark pages, etched meticulously in Sanskrit, holds one of humanity's most groundbreaking achievements, the early use of the mathematical zero. Yet as scholars explored its delicate pages, they uncovered an anomaly far stranger than the presence of zero. The manuscript itself appeared to defy logic, its pages mysteriously spanning several centuries. Radiocarbon tests conducted in recent years revealed results both astonishing and inexplicable. Different sections of this single manuscript date from drastically different periods, stretching improbably from the 3rd to the 10th century CE. This revelation stunned historians, raising perplexing questions. How could such a manuscript come into existence, carefully compiled over nearly 700 years without explanation or precedent? Was it a collaborative work, passed meticulously between generations of scholars? Or perhaps a treasured text continually updated by monks, scribes, or mathematicians, determined to preserve and build upon ancient wisdom? Compounding the mystery, the manuscript's contents reveal advanced mathematical concepts, calculations and algorithms that were centuries ahead of their time. Within its fragile pages lie algebraic methods, decimal notation, and remarkably sophisticated arithmetic. Such innovations suggest that mathematics in ancient India reached heights previously unimagined, existing quietly alongside common belief, far from recorded historical acknowledgement. Yet no known historical records reference the Bakhshali manuscript explicitly, nor do ancient scholars mention this groundbreaking text. Its sudden appearance, combined with an impossibly broad temporal range, puzzles historians and mathematicians alike. Did the manuscript represent accumulated knowledge guarded secretly by an elite scholarly circle, or was it intentionally concealed, a prized compendium deliberately hidden from those unworthy of understanding its significance? Carefully preserved in the Bodleian Library at Oxford University, the Bakhshali manuscript continues to captivate researchers to this day. Its intricate ancient script and delicate calculations quietly whisper about a scholarly lineage that transcended generations, leaving historians chasing shadows, unable to fully reconstruct its fascinating past. Yet while scholars puzzle over a text stretching across centuries, an entirely different artifact, discovered in Jerusalem, challenges historical narratives even more profoundly, bearing inscriptions powerful enough to rewrite humanity's most deeply held beliefs. In 1980, beneath the bustling streets of East Talpiot, Jerusalem, construction workers stumbled upon a discovery destined to ignite fierce controversy and scholarly debate. Revealed was a modest limestone tomb, unremarkable at first glance, but hiding 10 ossuaries, small ornate bone boxes common in ancient Jewish burial customs. Yet the inscriptions on these particular ossuaries transformed this simple tomb into a historical lightning rod. They bore familiar names including Yeshua bar Yosef, Mariamne, Maria, and Yosei, echoing names closely associated with Jesus of Nazareth and his immediate family. The implications were staggering. Could this be the family tomb of one of history's most influential figures? If authenticated, it could reshape the foundation of Christianity itself. But as quickly as excitement arose, skepticism followed. Scholars rushed to decode these cryptic inscriptions, their translations sparking intense ongoing debates. Were these merely common names, coincidentally echoing biblical figures, or was this a truly extraordinary historical link? Detailed analyses showed the ossuaries dated precisely to the 1st century CE, aligning perfectly with the era of Jesus' lifetime. Yet critics swiftly noted that the names inscribed were exceedingly common in ancient Judea, casting doubt on any direct link to the biblical family. Adding complexity, statistical studies have shown that while individually these names were commonplace, their combined occurrence in one tomb is exceptionally rare, intensifying debates around the tomb's significance. Controversy deepened further in 2007, when filmmakers claimed DNA testing suggested a familial connection between the ossuaries labeled Yeshua and Mariamne, igniting intense debate over potential implications about Jesus' life and relationships. Historians, theologians, and archaeologists fiercely contested these findings, some dismissing them outright, others demanding deeper analysis. The scholarly community remains divided, the tomb carefully balancing on the delicate line between historical revelation and sensationalist interpretation. Even now, the Talpiot tomb stands quietly sealed, protected beneath layers of modern construction, yet it remains a potent source of debate and curiosity. Its ossuaries, carefully preserved and studied, symbolize history's complexity, proof that sometimes artifacts challenge not just historical timelines, but deeply held beliefs themselves. Yet while Jerusalem's controversial bone boxes continue to spark heated arguments, halfway across the world a manuscript resists interpretation altogether, its pages filled with symbols no scholar has yet deciphered. Few artifacts frustrate scholars as profoundly as the Rohonc Codex, a mysterious manuscript discovered within a private Hungarian collection in 1838. Comprising nearly 450 pages filled with a script utterly alien to linguists, the Codex presents itself as an enigma unlike any other in recorded history. Its strange characters form sentences unrecognizable by any known linguistic analysis, interwoven intricately with vivid illustrations of perplexing religious, pagan, and military scenes. Despite extensive investigation over nearly 2 centuries, the manuscript stubbornly refuses to yield its secrets. The Codex's origins are as cryptic as its contents. Early researchers suspected a clever medieval forgery, an elaborate joke or intentional hoax designed to mystify or deceive. Yet radiocarbon dating and ink analysis suggest authenticity. placing the manuscript squarely in the 15th or 16th century. Its paper carries Venetian watermarks, hinting at European origins, yet the illustrations and symbolism defy straightforward categorization, blending Christian iconography with pagan motifs in ways that challenge conventional historical narratives. Repeated attempts to decipher the Rohonc Codex have consistently failed. Linguists applied sophisticated cryptographic techniques, hoping to detect hidden ciphers or obscure dialects. Experts even considered forgotten religious languages, lost dialects, or artificially constructed alphabets. Yet every analytical path led nowhere, deepening the manuscript's profound mystery. Even modern technology, utilizing artificial intelligence and advanced pattern recognition, yielded no clarity, only deeper confusion. The manuscript's illustrations further complicate interpretation. Disturbing and perplexing images portray elaborate battles, intricate religious ceremonies, and unrecognizable rituals. Some drawings depict crucifixion scenes beside unmistakably pagan rites, while others suggest unknown mythologies or secretive lost religious sects. This ambiguity fuels speculation that the Codex might be an encoded religious doctrine, a lost historical record, or perhaps the imaginative creation of a medieval eccentric whose true intentions vanished with history. Preserved in the Hungarian Academy of Sciences, the Rohonc Codex remains an enigmatic monument to scholarly uncertainty to this day. Its indecipherable pages represent not just an unresolved puzzle, but a humbling reminder. Despite centuries of advancement, history occasionally presents mysteries that defy every human attempt to comprehend them, whispering quietly from a past forever hidden from view. Yet while scholars grapple fruitlessly with its indecipherable pages, another object, discovered deep underground in Austria, challenges history itself, existing impossibly within layers of coal millions of years old. History occasionally reveals artifacts so perplexing they seem to defy the very timeline of civilization itself. One extraordinary example emerged near the Austrian village of Wolfsegg am Hausruck in 1885, when coal miners discovered a perfectly formed iron cube embedded deep within coal estimated to be around 20 million years old. Meticulously shaped, the artifact measured roughly 7 centimeters per side, displaying precise edges and symmetrical surfaces, features clearly indicating human craftsmanship, yet impossibly ancient given its geological context. The discovery sparked immediate controversy. How could such an object exist within coal-formed eons before humans walked the earth? Scientists and historians quickly lined up on opposing sides, debating its origins vigorously. Metallurgical tests confirmed the object was indeed refined iron, fashioned with care and technical sophistication. Such precision ruled out natural formation, challenging geologists and archaeologists to explain its presence within a coal seam millions of years old. Various theories emerged, each attempting to rationalize the cube's impossible placement. Some argued that it was simply industrial debris accidentally introduced during mining operations, while others proposed more unconventional ideas, ranging from forgotten advanced prehistoric civilizations to even extraterrestrial influence. Yet no theory satisfactorily resolved the fundamental mystery: how a clearly artificial artifact ended up embedded in geological layers from a distant past when no known human civilization existed. Adding further intrigue, the cube was initially exhibited in the Linz Museum, generating considerable public curiosity before quietly disappearing from display into private ownership. Its brief exposure to public scrutiny only deepened the controversy, prompting speculation that deliberate concealment was involved, either to prevent embarrassment to scientific institutions or to suppress inconvenient historical anomalies. Still held privately away from public scrutiny, the Wolfsegg iron remains a provocative symbol of historical uncertainty. Its very existence challenges conventional scientific timelines, prompting questions historians hesitate to confront directly. Whether authentic ancient anomaly, elaborate modern forgery, or misunderstood geological phenomenon, the cube endures as a testament to history's enduring ability to confound human understanding, quietly reminding scholars of the mysteries that still lurk within the depths of our world's past. The artifacts we've explored are reminders that history rarely reveals all its secrets. Each enigmatic discovery, whether abandoned sculptures, manuscripts spanning impossible timelines, or objects defying geological logic, quietly challenges the boundaries of what we think we know about our past. These relics invite curiosity, humility, and endless fascination, as their unanswered questions echo from civilizations forever lost in time. If you enjoyed unraveling these historical mysteries, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, more intriguing discoveries await in other videos, each ready to take you beyond the edges of history.